Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. I am Serenity and I'm here with another amazing super easy vegan recipe for you. If you're new to this channel and you want to see more super easy vegan recipes as well as other holistic tips, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you're alerted for all of our multiple weekly videos, and give this video a like and a share if you find it super helpful. Today we're going to be making potato casserole. So you can serve this as a main dish, as a side dish, as the main dish and the side dish if you're me. I absolutely love it. This is so full of flavor. It's absolutely delicious. I cannot wait to share it with you. And make sure you stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to share with you a few extra ingredients you can add to this recipe to kind of spice it up, give it a little bit more bulk, especially if you're making it into like a main dish. There's a couple things you can add in there that just blow the whole thing away. So make sure you stick around for that. And let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Okay, so in my cast iron pan here, I'm going to add oil. I use coconut oil. You can use whatever oil you'd like. On medium low, my oil melted, and I'm just going to add my onions. Be careful, don't let it snap back at you. You're going to want to let these cook on low for about 5 minutes or so until they're a little translucent. Alright, these onions look nice and translucent, a little browning on the edges, which is exactly what we want. I'm going to go ahead and add some garlic cloves that I chopped up. We'll add those in there, give that a mix. We're going to let this cook together for a few minutes just until that garlic is a little browning and fragrant. I'm going to add a little salt, a little pepper, and some arrowroot powder. I'm adding 2 cups of water. And then a vegetable broth bouillon cube. You can just use 2 cups of vegetable broth. But for this recipe, I highly recommend doing it this way. It gives a load more flavor. Make sure you mix everything really well. Make sure there's no clumps with that arrowroot powder. Take a good couple minutes and give this a good mix. Just gonna let this simmer for between 2 and 3 minutes. Once it's cooked, simmering for a few minutes here, we're going to transfer this entire mix into a high-speed blender. I use a Vitamix. You can use whichever one you'd like. Make sure that putting in hot liquid to your blender is going to be okay. All blenders are different. And then we're going to go ahead and add our seasoning into the blender as well. I added the entire mixture from our pan, and I'm going to add this beautiful seasoning. Let that mix for about a minute or so and then set it aside for later. Alright guys, I use a mandolin to cut my potatoes. That way all the slices are equally cut. You can use a knife if you would like. That's fine too. Now, when using a mandolin, please be very careful. It is super easy to cut your hand and cut your arm and all kinds of stuff. So be careful. Most mandolins come with something to help you hold things to cut with this, but I like to use my UV glove. It's a lot easier for me. You can hold whatever you're cutting in your hand. Make sure your hand is flat, and then you don't have to worry about getting cut. I'm going to go ahead and slice all my potatoes. Just do all your potatoes. When you have a mandolin, it's super fast and it's super easy, and they cook evenly because they're all the same thickness. I'm going to use a glass casserole dish today, but a cast iron pan works really well for this as well. I put a little coconut oil at the bottom to just make sure the potatoes don't stick. You can use any oil that you'd like. I always use coconut oil, so I'm just going to go ahead, spread this coconut oil all around here. lay down your first layer of potatoes. It absolutely doesn't have to be perfect. Just get that first layer down. And then on every layer, we're going to put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. A very, very small drizzle of sesame oil or any type of oil over this first layer. Such a small drizzle. I'm going to add one of my all-time favorite things in the world, and that is my homemade vegan Parmesan. You can buy store-bought, but this homemade is amazing. See the description below for exact details, and make sure you subscribe because we'll be doing this video soon. Get your next layer of potatoes on there, and then you're going to season this layer with salt and pepper as well. Do not oil any other layer. It was just for that first layer. Salt and pepper, and you can do as many layers as you want. So keep that in mind. We're going to put more of the Parmesan cheese on here. Do not be shy with this stuff. It's delicious and it's healthy. Go ahead and pour that mixture that we set aside earlier that we made all over. You're going to want to pour this on every few layers. Salt and pepper this layer. And of course our Parmesan cheese. Again, this will be in the description below. It's so easy, it's so healthy. You can use store-bought as well, but with using this much of it, I definitely recommend making it. That way it is healthy for you to be eating in larger quantities. I am not shy with it. It tastes delicious. I put lots of it. And then we're going to pour another layer of our sauce. More cheese. And I lightly wrap this in parchment paper because I don't use tin foil. I know it doesn't look as tight and pretty, but it works. So I use parchment paper. You can use tin foil if you'd like, and we put this right in the oven at 350 degrees for about 1 hour. Is your mouth watering like my mouth is watering? I cannot express to you how much flavor this dish has. You have to make it on your own. You have to try it. Make sure you comment below and let me know what you think about it. But if you want to bulk that dish up a little bit, I just have a few little things here. Boom, broccoli. If you chop this broccoli up into small little pieces and you put it in there in between the layers with the potatoes, so good. Make sure you chop it into pretty small pieces so it cooks in the time that you have it in the oven. And the other thing that I like to put in between those layers, ooh, can you see them? Can you see these little guys? Mushrooms. Putting mushrooms in between those layers is amazing as well. Make sure you slice them up thin. Just put them on top of each layer, just kind of like you make lasagna. Layer it up. You're gonna do potatoes, mushrooms, a little sprinkle of some broccoli, your cheese, your seasoning, exactly the same as the video, but you're just gonna put some sliced mushroom and some sliced and diced broccoli in there. Boom, done. That's it. Dinner's ready. Gotta go. Not really. I don't really gotta go. I don't know. I don't know what came over me. I just want to eat. I want to thank you for being here today. As always, time is precious and you being here means so much to me. So again, comment below if you have any questions or if you try this out. Subscribe, like, and share if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.